Men and women of God, I got to tell you something else. I'm not going to keep you too long. They done told me now, you can't be long-winded on social media. Folk will tune you out. So I understand all that. So I'm going to get to what we got to get to, and we're going to head on to the house. Listen, God shifts are not only uncomfortable. God shifts change our direction, but the drive to the destination still takes time. God shifts change our direction, but the drive to the destination still takes time. The Bible reminds us that Paul spent 3 years in Arabia before he would ultimately start his missionary journeys. Watch this. The shift was sudden. Damascus Road, 3 days of blindness. He started preaching where he was, but it was 3 years in Arabia before he would go back to Jerusalem and connect with Peter and James. They said that ironically, just as the apostles, the disciples, spent 3 years with Jesus before they started their ministry, Paul spent 3 years in Arabia. And there's not a whole lot known about what was going on in Arabia. The text does not tell us about what happened there. But only thing that we know is from the testimony of Paul, who said that in the book of Galatians, the first chapter, verse 12, that when he spent some time with Jesus. Specifically, I did not receive it, being the gospel, from any man, nor was I taught it. Rather, I received it by revelation from Jesus Christ. Men and women of God, can I help you? It took Paul some time, even though the shift was sudden. It took him some time. It took him some development before he was ready to do what God had called him to do. But above all, if the shift is going to happen in your life, there cannot be any shift without revelation. Can I help you? Paul reminded us in Galatians that while he was there, the Lord revealed some stuff to him. And after he was the recipient of the revelation, then he could prepare for the promise. He couldn't prepare for that in which he had not been revealed to him. Let me see if I can help you like this. While God is shifting some stuff in your life, what is he revealing to you? What is he saying to you about you? What is he saying to you about him? What is he saying to you about his plans? What is he saying to you about his promises? Maybe that's why Paul was in Arabia for so long, and maybe that's why it's not written down, because every now and then the Lord will take you into a secret place. Every now and then the Lord will tuck you away and he'll work on you in private, because when you come out, you gonna come out on fire for him. He gonna work on you and get some stuff off of you. You see, Paul had been doing the wrong thing for a long time. He was there when Stephen was stoned. Paul had been doing the wrong thing for a long time. He had arrest warrants for the people of God, but Jesus wasn't interested in judging him. Jesus was interested in using him, so he took him to Arabia. We don't know what happened in 3 years. I'm so glad y'all don't know everything about me. All of a sudden, I just went on social media for a while. Don't worry about what I was doing. All you need to know is God was straightening me out. That ought to be some good news for somebody. Maybe now is your season to go into your quiet place. Maybe now is your season to stop talking to everybody, so the Lord can reveal some stuff to you. And when the Lord reveals some stuff to you, you'll know what the shift is all about, and you will spend that time preparing. I wish I had some folks out there that was willing to commit themselves to preparing based on what the Lord reveals to you. Oh, if you are believing that God is going to reveal some stuff to you, why don't you type it in right now? Speak, Lord. Speak to me. Speak to me about my family. Speak to me about my ministry. Speak to me about my future. Speak to me about my finances. Speak to me about my boo. Speak to me, Lord. There's a lot of noise out here, God. I thank you for quieting it down for a minute. Speak to me, Lord. And when I come out, I'm going to be on fire. I'm going to get on my journey, and I'm going to sing praises to your name.